Great. Another way to spend $400 a bottle. New Parfums de Marly, extraits. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to Aromatics. Today we're going to be talking about a couple of new releases, and unfortunately, we've got quite a few of them. I say it that way because I'm probably going to end up buying them, okay? There's a few of them to tell you whether or not you should. So, in order to just, help a brother out, please just hit that subscribe button, because then I can go and afford these bottles and come back and tell you whether or not you need to. So, starting off with the design. First, let's look at the designs, okay? We've got this color and that color and this color, but they all look pretty same to each other and to this. Hang on.
A few moments later.
Couldn't find it. Anyways, they all look like that. Rosasi Hoas. They kind of have like a Hoas vibe to it, man. I mean, a similar shape, just straight up clear, and this origami style of horse. Oh, I'm sure it's going to be much higher quality when you grab the bottle, and there are some differences as well. It seems to kind of hold on to the same shape of the cap, except it's like you just twisted it and you added like a knurling to it. Simple as that. I'm assuming that, considering the cost, but nowadays you really can't assume. I would assume it's going to be hand polished glass, the highest of qualities. It's a mixed straight, and I wouldn't expect anything less from Parfums de Marly. Also, it looks like it's coming in a coffret. So this coffret seems to have this plaque, which is embedded into the actual box in itself, which looks to be made of vinyl. Inside, it looks like it's cut out, as you guys can see, with some kind of write-up, which heritage stuff, okay? I hardly ever read that. But all of this information you can find also checking out ifragranceofficial.com. Check them out down in the description. Shout out to iFragrance for allowing us this information. One of the first people to have them. So it says, get ready. Eragon, the first one we're going to be looking at. Extrait de Parfum is a new Les Extraits for men from Parfums de Marly. A daring olfactive signature where opulent patchouli, fiery cinnamon, and soft vanilla merge into a rich, ambery, and spicy scent trail. So right off the bat, patchouli. You guys know I love patchouli. I used it in my vanilla fragrance. And cinnamon and vanilla. It seems like a spicy vanilla patchouli scent. Okay? My fragrance has a little bit more with like chocolate, truffle, etc. But this kind of places me in like veins of like Wajan. Maybe. Who knows? It could be a richer version of something like that. There isn't anything else, unfortunately. They only give us 3 notes. There's a lot more than just 3 notes. Please, I hope to God that you understand that. But aside from that, this seems like it's going to be a blind buy. Well, all of them are going to be more than likely blind buys as soon as I can get them available. But it seems like this might be in that angel share territory, Wajan territory, and perfect timing for like the fall. Next one is not Carlos. It's not Carlisle. It's Carios. Extrait de Parfum. So this one says it is discover the essence of radiant elegance with luscious mandarin, aromatic red thyme, and a toasted tonka bean, resulting in a sparkling scent trail with striking character. Aromatic, citrus, and sweet. I mean, when I think of aromatic, citrus, sweet, what do I think of? Aromatic and citrus, like right off the bat, the one fragrance I would think of is Leighton, the geranium. And then also you have like that crisp apple nuance with the sweetness as it dries down. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is going to smell anything like it. I would imagine and hope that they're going to go in a good direction, a different direction. And I personally love the way that PDM does scent profiles. In all honesty, that's why I'm here sitting and making this video. And that's why they've seen the successes, because they make objectively good fragrances. Even Perseus, for example, it wasn't necessarily anything brand new, but they did something. They take these already existing style scent profiles and really give it body, depth, and character. Something like Leighton, for example, a lot of you guys might find some similarities to like Boss Bottled EDP, but in all honesty, I find it to be 20 times better than that. And I didn't really see the resemblance until like I started reading on the forums and stuff and seeing stuff like that. And even if that is the case, I would pick it over Bottled any freaking day. Perseus, for instance, it does that citrus and vetiver, but that's also another problem, is like if you use a certain combination, there are 1,000,001 fragrances that might have already done that. So even throwing that out of the window, I am pretty excited to see these extraits. All bullshit aside, all shade aside, I'm pretty excited to see. The only thing is like they're $400 fragrances, right? But so are these, and they're older, and I literally just bought all of them. Which one of them smells like fish, by the way? It's this one. Emperor. Don't buy Emperor unless you want to smell like fish. Chlamydia, I think. I don't remember. But anyways, that's what it kind of smells like. These, hopefully not like chlamydia. Next one, and the last one that's on iFragrance, it's called Valero. Valero, extrait de... let's pause for a second. I have to be 100% honest, you guys. Like, before I even did this, one of my boys, Alvin, shout out to Alvin, he sent me this. He was like, Neeb, did you see these? I was like, oh, for sake, like, give us a goddamn break. And I was kind of like annoyed. I was like, you know, all these brands are just like back to back to back. It seems like cash grab after cash grab after cash grab. And it's like, in a world of like 10 designers a year, maybe like 3 of them come out and they're just like bomb and they check out so many things. I will be honest to say though that like brands like PDM don't release as many tanks. A lot of their shit that they drop are like pretty damn bomb, except for the last one. The last one, Castley, I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. I don't care who hyped it. I don't care. You know, there's a lot of people that like it. It smells like restaurant wipes, okay? It smells like Bois Imperial, Imagination, all these, like, it's a mush. So I'm really, really hoping that that's not the new direction of just trend following, okay? Even if you follow a trend, if I can smell a certain quality, cool, whatever. But just give us something a little new. I'm fingers crossed, hoping that that's the case with these, okay? And if that's the case, then okay, because it's like a lot of you guys out there, or a lot of creators are like, you know, hyping this shit up, and it's like 650 bucks. And I swear to God, wallahi, it's not worth it. Like, I'm sorry, unless you have money like that and you have a collection where it's like you want to show off, cool. You know, maybe Imagination, I'll say, is worth it. You know, L'Immensité, worth it. But it's very, like, subjective. It's for, like, a certain group of people. I can't just say it's worth it. I have to go into it. It's worth it if. You feel me? Like, but especially when we come to that territory. And especially when we come to fragrances like this, like, as a recommendation, it's like, bro, it's a $400 fragrance. So it is what it is. Let me give you guys an example. For instance, the YSL Myself L'Absolu, the newest one, right? It's almost 200 bucks, okay? So that really increases the threshold. It's like, I'm going to recommend something that's 200 that doesn't project. I don't think I would recommend it, you know, easily. I'll say it's great, but whether or not you buy it, keep in mind, like, you know, the trade-off, etc. So long story short, I hope to God that these are worth the 400 bucks, and I'll definitely let you guys know. The higher the price, the more of a stickler we should be. Not I'm going to be, we should be. And I'll keep that into consideration. I like to deliver reviews with like an objective, you know, review first, biases aside, keeping the price out of the equation, and then in the end, summarizing everything with the price point in the equation. And the reason I do that is because a lot of times you'll find it at retail for like $500, yes, but a lot of discounters will have it at 180 bucks. So it's like, if you find it at, you know, it's case by case. Valero. This one, it says, discover a world of elegance and seduction with a thrilling melange of bourbon geranium. I love geranium. For me, Rose Absolute and geranium are like partners, and I think that it's gorgeous. If I had to pick, I would pick geranium. And I actually have one of my favorite raw materials is geranium and Rose Absolute. Now, this is something that you could pick up at like Whole Foods, right? These are still essential oils, and it is still geranium Absolute and Rose Absolute. It's not necessarily something that I'm going to put in my perfumes, but this is so damn good. It's like a sugary, raunchy rose, whereas like the Rose Absolute is more of like a jammy, floral, and you get more of like an earth undertone, less raunch. Both of them super sexy stuff. Then you have an enticing ambroxan, okay, revealing a highly elegant woody fougere blend that makes a great signature scent. One of the key notes that gives it that mentholated and just super appealing, or I should say polarizing notes in Layton is the geranium. That's that just striking note that's in the backbone of it. It just is irreplaceable. It's a high quality geranium. So this hopefully is the same case. We'll see. Lavender, geranium, ambroxan, nothing else. Obviously, there's going to be citruses, etc. So really, that's it, you guys. This video is just sharing my thoughts overall, like prices, price points. I do think it's crazy, 400 bucks. But if they're extraits with certain naturals and they're doing something new, then it's like you either pay $400 or you eat dirt or you kick rocks because there's nothing else that smells like it. But if it's something like, for example, Castley, is that the last one that came out? Where it's like you can get so many other fragrances for cheaper, then fuck no. No. I bought it for 400 bucks. So, yeah, the threshold is definitely increased. Bro, you give me this for $40 and it smells like a bunch of other fragrances, I'm not mad. You give me this for 500 bucks and it smells like something else, I'm gonna be pissed. So that's it. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. Are you guys excited for it? How do you feel about the design? Do you see the Hawas resemblance? And yeah, which one do you plan on picking up first? If you had to only pick one, which one would it be? My name is Deep. Thank you so much for tuning back in Aromatics. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.